Mario Goslin involved in this, as well as Narain Karthikeyan.
It's Aric
Almirola is also involved in it. Narain's right in front of these two. There's Narain turned the wrong way. But it's Aric Almirola, Mario Goslin. They were pinched up against the wall.
Contact, left side not as bad.
Boy, look at the 51 of Aric Almirola. Comes in here second in points. This is going to be devastating. A tremendous amount of damage to that Graceway Toyota.
Well, we've talked about how these trucks converge when they exit the turn. You can go really low in the turn. You can run high, but when you get on the straightaway, momentum brings you together, and it looks like maybe that was the case there.
Yeah, sure was. We're just right up off the corners where the initial contact came.
And something happened with the 60. Obviously, Narain is going backwards when we came to that shot.
Yeah, I'm saying it's all related. All three of those trucks somehow came together.
Watch how angry he is and where he's headed.
He's going to jump out of his truck.
Right there, you don't want anybody telling you you're not going to go speak your mind to the team.
Yeah,
now, obviously, Narain Karthikeyan was involved in the accident. He's still on the racetrack. But he wants to go tell his crew what he thought about what happened.
Yeah. He said, stay here. Yeah. I'm going to go speak my mind.
We couldn't see what started this, but obviously we know now that Narain and Aric came together.
Well, we're going to step in here and see if we can get a word with Aric. He's talking it over with Richie Waters. They have some severe damage to the right front on this number 51. And Aric, I know that the evening really didn't start out very good for you guys right from the very beginning. What was the problem with the truck?
We have no idea. It wasn't the same truck that we were third in practice with in the first practice and sixth or fifth in the second practice. I don't know.
What did you have to say to Chad, the crew chief, on the 60?
Oh, just that we're struggling. We're racing for 20th. I mean, I don't know what spot we were racing for, but it was bad. We're a lap down, just trying to work on our truck and get it better. There's 100 laps to go, and the 60 kept running into me every corner. So I mean, this place is as wide as they come for short tracks. Pick a lane.
All right, on board with Aric Almirola.
Good record. Stay low. Just stay low. Stay low.
It's almost like there's a little bit of a stack up right there of those cars getting in the corner.
Yeah, and that's Michael Annette just seemed,
Almirola.
Yeah, it looked like you just didn't anticipate things slowing down when you're under the, just on a restart here. You have to anticipate that things are going to be a little slower getting in there than actual speed most of the time. So, well, see, Brian Scott not very happy with him.
Yeah, he was running 9th at the time, and boy, he is furious with Aric Almirola.
I didn't mean to do that. I tried to race in the turn. I tried to race in there with a 31, and he stopped way sooner than I thought he should have.
He's run in the back of me a couple times on restarts. Bristol comes to mind. And I don't know what it is, but when you turn somebody before you get into the corner, you hit the outside wall pretty hard. It was a tough hit, killed our car. We weren't having the night that we wanted with our number 11 Shore Lodge Toyota. Guys were doing an awesome job on pit road, keeping us in the game. Kevin was making good adjustments. We were starting to hit on it, but now we're not going to see how our night ends.
This is not the first time these two have had this kind of discussion.
No, it's not the first time. They've had a few issues along the way, and Andy and I saw the 11 fall back there in that last run. Wasn't exactly sure what happened, but Jamie, you've got more?
And we did catch up with Brian Scott. Not happy right now. We just saw you guys having some words. What was the issue, and what did you say?
Well, really, it's an issue that's been building all year. He's ran into the back of me on restarts. He wrecked me at Richmond. He walls me at Chicago. He races like it's the last lap every time he's around me, and I've had enough of it. He's cost me a car, and he continues to race like that. So I went and told him, and I just told him how I felt. I told him that I owed him one, and I told him if he's going to continue to race like that, then I'm probably going to slip up and wreck him.
What exactly happened today that led you to confront him?
He just races like, I don't know any other better word for it than a jack, you-know-what. He runs you tighter than anybody. He tried to pass us on pit road and tried to block me from getting in my pits. It's just an every week thing, and I'm sick of it. I'm not going to put up with it anymore, and that's what I told him. Right there, he's blocked me from getting in the pits, and his pit stall's way down there. So he obviously has an issue with me, and now I have a pretty big issue with him.
And it's not settled. Brian Scott said he has one coming. Let's go over to Vince for the other side of the story.
Aric Almirola. Aric, we just heard the take from the other side. How about your perspective?
Brian, he thinks I wrecked him on purpose still at Richmond. He still hasn't gotten over it, but it's racing. It's short track racing at Richmond. He can't move on from that. We fire off the race today, and I run him down. I get to him, and he runs right on my door and tries to spin me out. So then later on in the race, he tries to run me back down, and I run right on his door, and that's what he's mad about. He's mad that I don't give him any room on the racetrack, but he just he races way over his head, and he's very fortunate that his dad has a lot of money and spends a lot of money on his racing, and that's a big factor in what he's got going on. So you know, he races really hard all the time. And I got into him on accident at Richmond. I apologized. It was on national television that I didn't do it on purpose, and yet he's still mad at me for it.
Thanks, Aric. That's Aric Almirola, both sides of the issue.
Go ahead and get out. Go ahead and get out.
Caution out just after Denny Hamlin and Mark Martin pit.
This is one of the cars that hit the wall earlier with a right front tire. I don't know what happened here. He looks like he's done now, though.
And he's running 13th at the time. Boy, what a day.
Here's Almirola up here. And Brian Scott's coming up the hill, up the hill, up the hill. The 43 is going, and then it's hard to tell if the 43 got loose and had to get out of the gas a little bit.
Well,
but something happened.
We have an onboard view.
Let's see what happened.
That shows Scott didn't make a rookie mistake. Almirola's progress was interrupted.
Still top of 3, top of 2.
You heard him right there when the 11 slid up in front of him. He had to lift a little bit. The 33 wasn't anticipating that and got into the left rear, and that's what caused that.
What happened? That's the first chance I got to see the replay. It's pretty obvious what happened. The 33 was obviously a dart without feathers and come across the racetrack and run right into me. So it's a shame for our farmland team. Our Ford Fusion was getting a lot better. We didn't start off the race like we wanted to, but we had certainly gotten it a lot better. And man, he just come from all the way at the bottom of the racetrack and run into me. It's just frustrating. You know, he's not even racing this series for points. He's out there having fun because his daddy gets to pay for it, and he wrecks us. You know, it's frustrating.
He had problems earlier, and then look here, as the caution was thrown, he and Trevor Bayne not agreeing on the way things were going on the track. Bayne came down. Almirola not happy about it.
6 run over on top of us here.
And then so much more damage. The right side tires went down for them.